This little tutorial is going to show you the steps you need to accomplish to do the first lab assignment. You're instructed to open up a solution file or project file in the Chapter 3 folder within the examples folder. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll go back out here to Irvine. Let's just go out to the C drive, go into the Irvine folder, the examples folder, the Chapter 3 folder, the project folder, and get the solutions file. There's the project file. All we want to do for this lab is generate a listing file. And this is what one looks like. More on this in a later tutorial, but first I want to look at the assembly source code, which has a period ASM extension. So here's a source file. In order to get the assembler to generate a listing file, I need to make some change to the actual source and just make a cosmetic change and rebuild. Here's the build button. When I build, of course, it's first translating the source code, which in this case is invoking the assembler, and the assembler is going to do the translation. And then if it assembles correctly, then the linker is invoked, and the linker generates an executable file if all the external references are satisfied. So that was all successful. So now let's take a look at the project settings, and we're going to expand the Microsoft Macro Assembler settings and take a look at the listing file settings. And it's already set to generate a listing file. This is the actual script you would use. It comes this way in the Express version 2013 of Visual Studio. So if I go out and select Open File, go into the project folder within Chapter 3. I'm going to see a listing file. This is a listing file that was just generated by the assembler. There's my change. So this is the listing file. This is the file you would submit. It has a period or .lst extension. Listing files are actually fairly helpful when you're learning assembly language, or if you want to just simply look at the machine language that's generated by the assembler for each instruction. And we will have one or two tutorials a little later in the course, probably the third and fourth week, on kind of examining a listing file and making some sense of it all. But that's it for this tutorial.